Imagine waking up without an alarm clock, no traffic jams, no overpriced coffee, and no soul-crushing 9 to 5. That's my life now. I escaped the rat race by moving to a cheaper country. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how I did it, what my new life looks like, and the surprising truths no one tells you before you pack your bags. Hey Money Mastery family! Welcome back to the channel where we talk about building wealth, creating freedom, and designing a life that truly works for you. If you're new here, I'm Emily, and on this channel, we break down practical ways to escape the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle and step into financial independence. Today we're diving into a question so many of us wrestle with. How do you actually escape the rat race? You know the cycle, working endless hours, watching your bills eat up your paycheck, and wondering if this is really all there is. The good news? You don't need to be a millionaire to break free. Sometimes, the smartest move isn't earning more. It's spending less by living somewhere your money stretches further. And that's exactly what I did. I moved to a cheaper country to escape the rat race. And in this video, I'm going to show you what my life looks like now, the exact numbers behind my lifestyle, and the surprising lessons I've learned along the way. Let's face it, the rat race is exhausting. Wake up, commute, work long hours, pay bills, stress out, and repeat. It feels like no matter how hard you work, you're stuck in the same cycle. And trust me, I know how that feels because I lived it. I was working harder than ever, but I wasn't moving forward. And that's when I realized something shocking. I didn't actually need more money to feel rich. What I really needed was to take my existing money and move somewhere it could stretch further. That decision led me to pack up my life, buy a one-way ticket, and move to a cheaper country. And let me tell you, it changed everything. In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how I escaped the rat race, what my new life looks like, the exact numbers behind my lifestyle, and the lessons I've learned that could help you do the same. Picture this. You wake up to the sound of birds instead of a blaring alarm clock. The sun is shining. You walk out to your balcony with a fresh cup of coffee that costs less than $1, and instead of rushing to sit in traffic, you take a morning walk because you actually have time. That's my life now. I escaped the rat race by moving abroad, and today I'm pulling back the curtain to show you what this lifestyle really looks like. The good, the bad, and the surprising truths no one tells you before you take the leap. Let me take you back to the exact moment my life shifted. I had just finished another 12-hour workday. I sat in my car, too exhausted to drive home, staring at the glowing fast food signs because I didn't have the energy to cook. My rent was sky high, my savings were almost non-existent, and my stress levels were through the roof. I kept asking myself, is this really life? Is this all there is? That night, in a haze of frustration, I Googled cheapest countries to live with reliable internet. That single search changed my entire life. It opened a door I didn't even know existed. A door that said, you don't have to stay stuck. You can leave the race. I went down the rabbit hole. I started comparing countries, cities, and costs of living. And what I found shocked me. Rent that cost me $1,800 back home was only $500 elsewhere. Meals that used to drain $20 out of my pocket could be found for $3. Healthcare, transportation, entertainment, everything was significantly cheaper. The realization hit me hard. I didn't have to be a millionaire to live comfortably. I just had to live somewhere that made financial sense. So, I built spreadsheets. I compared visa options. I looked at healthcare quality, safety, lifestyle, and yes, internet speed. Because as someone who works online, good Wi-Fi wasn't optional. It was survival. Making the decision wasn't easy. Friends told me I was crazy. What about your career? What if you get lonely? What if it doesn't work out? And honestly, I was scared too. But then I thought, what's scarier? Taking a chance on a new life or staying stuck in one I know is draining me? That question pushed me forward. I sold most of my stuff, packed 2 suitcases, and booked a one-way ticket. The night before my flight, I couldn't sleep. It wasn't just about moving countries. It was about letting go of the version of me that thought success meant climbing the corporate ladder, driving the expensive car, and buying the dream house. I was choosing freedom over the familiar. Arriving in my new home felt surreal. Palm trees swaying, warm air, and a sense of calm I hadn't felt in years. My apartment was modest but beautiful, with a small balcony overlooking the city. The rent, $480 a month. Back in the US, I couldn't even get a parking spot for that. Groceries were half the cost. Eating out felt luxurious but affordable. The biggest shock? I had time. Time to take morning walks, cook healthy meals, journal, and just breathe. For the first time in years, I didn't feel like I was drowning. Let's talk specifics because I know you're curious. Here's my monthly budget. Rent, $480. Utilities, plus. Internet, $60. Groceries, $200. Eating out, $120. Health insurance, $75. Entertainment, plus travel, $150. Total, around $100 a month. Back home, my monthly expenses were close to $4,000 just to survive. That's almost a 70% drop. That means I can save aggressively, invest more, and actually enjoy my money instead of watching it vanish on bills. Now, let's get real. It's not all beaches and margaritas. The first months were tough. I missed my family. I missed my friends. Sometimes I even missed silly little things like my favorite grocery store or the comfort of knowing exactly how things worked. There were lonely nights when I wondered if I'd made a massive mistake, but then something shifted. I realized that the discomfort I felt was actually growth. I was learning a new culture, picking up a new language, and pushing myself in ways I never thought possible. I wasn't just saving money, I was building resilience. Here's the truth. Escaping the rat race isn't only about money. It's about redefining success. Back home, success was a bigger paycheck, a nicer car, a bigger house. But here, success is having time. Success is waking up without stress. Success is finishing a workday and heading to the beach instead of collapsing on the couch. Freedom doesn't always mean millions in the bank. Sometimes freedom means lowering your expenses so you can finally breathe. Here are the 3 biggest lessons I've learned from this move. Geography is leverage. Your money stretches differently depending on where you live. Happiness isn't about more. It's about less. Less stress, less debt, less pressure. You don't have to wait until retirement to live your dream life. You can design it now. Now, the big question, should you do this too? The answer is maybe. If you can work remotely, or if you have savings to give yourself a financial runway, moving to a cheaper country could be the smartest decision you ever make. But it's not for everyone. You have to be flexible, open to change, and willing to step outside your comfort zone. Ask yourself, what's scarier, trying something new or staying stuck in a cycle that's draining your life? Only you can answer that. Fast forward to today. My life is far from perfect, but it's free. I wake up every morning grateful that I chose courage over comfort. I spend less, save more, and most importantly, I feel alive again. I'm no longer working just to pay bills. I'm working to live. And here's the truth. If I could do this, so can you. It doesn't always mean moving abroad. It could mean downsizing, simplifying, or just rethinking what freedom means to you. But remember this, you have options. You're not trapped. So, Money Mastery family, if you're tired of the rat race, remember this. You don't need to wait for permission. You can start designing a life you actually love today. It might be scary, it might be uncomfortable, but on the other side of that fear is freedom. If you found this video inspiring, Hit that like button so more people can discover it. Don't forget to subscribe for more real talk about money, freedom, and creating the life you deserve. And turn on the notification bell so you never miss a strategy that could change your financial future. Drop a comment below. Would you ever move to another country to escape the rat race? Or what's your dream location for financial freedom? I'd love to hear your thoughts and maybe even feature them in a future video. And if you want even more tips, check out the playlist linked right here where I break down smart money habits, investing strategies, and how to live free on your own terms. Because if I could do it, so can you. Welcome to my new life.